least you were smart enough to dump him and set your sights a little higher.
Is that what I did?
Yeah. And we're getting closer by the minute. Would you pour my lovely wife a nice cold glass of milk? You're on the mommy track, remember that.
You're not getting to me, Jacko. You're dead. That's the way it's gonna stay.
God's sake, you look like you just crawled out of a foxhole.
Good morning to you too, Catherine.
I told you the ecstasy people were gonna love that French girl.
You mean Nicole?
Yeah.
I knew she had potential. I handpicked her myself.
Of course you did, Catherine.
Morning. I'm not ashamed to admit that you wore me out last night. Made me feel like a teenager.
Hang on. You know what this house is missing?
Do you want the long list or the short list?
Pitter-patter of little Devon. Damn it, I want some grand. How about you?
I'd rather have a pedicure.
You know, I stopped by the fundraiser last night. Yeah. Wasn't it a surprise to see Thom and Pete back in town homeless?
Hi, Miss Hamilton.
Hi, Miranda.
So, what are we doing today? Trimming? Coloring? Layering?
Cut it off.
Cut it off?
Cut it all off, the whole 9 yards. I'm starting a new chapter in my life.
A new chapter? What, you have a new job?
Yes, new job, new city.
Wow, you leaving New York?
Yeah, I'm going to Miami. And I want a whole new look to go with it. So do you think you can make me that, like, South Beach chic?
Have fun last night? Not really. You know, I called you a couple times after school yesterday, but you didn't answer your cell. I must have turned it off for some reason. Really? Because you said you never turn it off. Well, then maybe the battery ran out. Sure. I mean, why not? But whatever it was to make you forget to recharge it must have been pretty intense.
I called doing my homework and watching MTV intense.
You know, if you were gonna backstab me, couldn't you have the decency not to lie about it?
Lindsay, what are you talking about?
Oh, come on, Elena. Do you think I'm stupid or something? No, don't even.
Look, Lindy, I know we've been hostile to each other since school started. This is ridiculous. You're my best friend and nothing could ever change that.
Really? Not even Alex?
Do you not know the difference between taupe and teal? One brownish, the other bluish. Am I going too fast? That is unacceptable. This is a high-fashion house, not some cheap bargain basement. This is Avanti. Avanti, capiche? Good. And I'll expect that shipment by the end of the week. What?
Antonia Vante?
Yes. And who might you be?
I'm your new model.
Well, hell, I know I'm beloved, but when half the money in Miami is toasting your old man here.
What can I say, Pop? I'm impressed.
Hey, can you believe Senator Hale showed up? That suck-up's been a die-hard Democrat since JFK. Now he's in my corner.
Well, you must be packing a cloud, commish, huh?
Hey, you're damn straight I am. Hey, what about that society broad that showed up? What was her name?
Coco.
Yeah, right. Coco Vanderhoff.
Right.
She came over with all of her hoity-toity friends. Yeah. I don't know. You think some big-time campaign bucks are finally going to start rolling in?
Well, it sure looks that way, Pop. You know, I gotta tell you, I'm really proud of you. You deserved last night.
Well, thanks, Tommy. Yeah, last night was great. No question. Yeah. I was feeling the rush all right. But you know what? That wasn't the best thing. You were. Seeing you standing there, yeah, that was the real rush. Look, I hope this means you're going to be sticking around for a while.
Well, I gotta tell you, I'm thinking about it.
Good. Good, because I have something really important that I want to ask you. Something that really means a lot to me.
Oh, who brews this mud?
I hope you have something stronger than coffee in that mug.
Yeah, why is that, Twinkle Toes?
Got another letter from our friend, the presumed nutcase, only I'm starting to see a pattern here.
Yeah, and what's that?
Well, I think Jack Hamilton wasn't the ultra boy we all thought he was.
Huh.
This was stuffed in the envelope.
Either somebody wants us to fling some dirt at the dead, or...
Or somebody wants a story told, maybe even a story that led to his untimely demise.
So Tom O'Keefe's back in town. Well, I guess Jamie's really bringing in the troops, huh?
Yeah. Yeah, that could prove pretty sticky for the super doc, huh? Not that Will's not used to playing both sides, Dad. Just, well, my guess is that Jamie would love to see his #1 son pull a disappearing act over at DevTech.
Yeah, well, that's not gonna happen. I've got big plans for Will.
Do you?
Will is a team player. As far as I'm concerned, this company's #1 priority is teamwork.
And I'm sure Will would agree with you, Dad.
Speaking of priorities, Lucas, did you ever manage to put your hand on that marketing report that you lost before the big board meeting?
No. But I'm sure it'll turn up. Things around here always do.
Speaking of things turning up, where's Anne? Oh, did I say something wrong? A touch of morning sickness, Sage?
I've always dreamt about being a model since I was a kid. So that's why I'm here for the job.
Job? What job? I book my models through an agency, particularly Catherine Devon Models.
Yeah, I know. I was there the other day. I met this guy named Ian, and he told me that he sort of run the place and wants to hook me up with a photographer to get my portfolio started.
Oh, that's a wonderful idea. So why don't you give my assistant a call after it's all taken care of?
When can I start working?
I'm sorry, but I am not hiring any more models right now.
But you have to be. This has been arranged.
By whom?
By Charlotta.
You know Charlotta?
She's my aunt. I'm Chrissy Erickson. So, I guess that means we're kind of related, right?
Look, I know you got pulled off a big case in New York, and it's never easy for a detective.
Yeah, you got that right.
But the point is, you're too talented
to be wasting your time with big city bureaucracy. I want you to come back here, be on the home team.
Oh, I don't know, Pop. I don't know.
I've got a case on the books right now with 2 dead hookers.
It's like my case in New York.
Exactly. Only in this town we always get our man. I think you're just the guy to nail him. Plus, it wouldn't hurt to have the mayor hopeful son out there tracking down this pervert, making the streets of Miami safe and sound again for their law-abiding citizens. So what do you say, Thom? Will you come back to the force?
So, I'll see you later.
Hey, Coach Perez. You ready for the shooting display I'm gonna put on next week?
Yeah, I've heard it all before. What I want to hear is that you've been practicing your shots from the line.
Coach, I've been ready for this my whole life.
What about T?
What do you mean?
I think you 2 boys should have a serious talk, because I get the feeling that basketball may not be in his future.
And Ian's the one who persuaded Antonio to do the small fashion preview. But now Antonio wants to keep the whole thing under wraps.
Why? I mean, I thought the general plan was to drum up as much publicity as possible.
Antonio says he just wants to keep the whole thing secret and surprise everyone. Well, I personally don't think he has a clue. And if he expects this promotion to go off without a hitch, he'd better come up with some ideas fast.
You know, I think you're putting too much pressure on the man.
That is really interesting, coming from the man who just unloaded the weight of the world on his own son's shoulders.
Lucas needs to learn to pull his own weight.
And Antonio has to realize that he is not in charge anymore.
Lucas could learn a lot from Antonio, especially after that fiasco at the board meeting the other day.
I think you're blowing that whole thing out of proportion.
Catherine, he didn't have any of the right projection figures. Thank God Antonio was there to fill in the blanks.
I think Antonio was the one who took those projection figures out of Lucas's folder in the first place.
Oh, that's preposterous.
Antonio has an agenda, Martin. He wants Lucas to look bad so he can say, I told you so.
Antonio's too much of a pro for that.
Antonio doesn't like answering to your son.
I'm sure he doesn't see it that way.
Put yourself in his place. How else could he see it?
Well, hello.
Anne, did you get an early start this morning, or are we just getting in from a late night?
Oh, Catherine, I hate to disappoint you, but I had an early appointment this morning to get my hair and nails done. Gabby's coming into town soon, and I want to look my best.
Just how long will the little darling be visiting?
Well, she's not visiting. She's moving here.
Since when?
I just found out myself. I was going to keep it as a surprise, but...
But you were just sure we couldn't stand the suspense.
What's this all about, Anne?
Gabby got a job with Antonio.
Our Antonio?
Yes, she's going to be his new assistant designer. Isn't that just the best news?
There you go.
Thanks, Pat.
Where are you headed, Miss Hamilton?
Kennedy Airport.
Going on a trip, eh?
Something like that.
Where to?
Miami.
Hey.
Hey, what are you doing here?
I was going to ask you the same question.
Well, you know, I figured I'd pump up the old man's ego a little bit. Stop by.
Oh, man, do you think you really need to do that after last night?
Yeah.
That was some turnout, huh?
Yeah, it was pretty impressive. Listen, about that stuff with Mom last night.
That was a little harsh there, Thom.
Yeah, I know. And I'm sorry. Listen, you got a minute?
Yeah, sure. What's up?
Well, you know, Pop's been wanting me to come back on the force here.
Yeah, like I didn't see that coming from a mile away.
Yeah, well, He's been trying to get me back here for a while now.
When we talked on the phone the other night, you seemed like you might be up for it.
Well, it's not that. I mean, you see, I got pulled off this case in New York. And there's something pretty meaty for me to jump into down here.
Not to mention the added opportunity of us resuming our Monday night basketball game.
Yeah, well, I'm sure that'll be the deciding factor.
I'm also hearing what you're not saying.
What are you talking about?
Sage. It's a real reason, isn't it?
Charlotta never said anything to me, but I'll speak with her about this later. I'm sure we'll be able to find something for you.
Charlotta was always my idol. I want to be just like her. I want to travel over the world. I want to make lots of money. I want to have beautiful clothes.
Oh, your enthusiasm is very refreshing. In fact, in many ways, you remind me of your aunt quite a bit. She was very special. I could never put my finger on it, but she had this quality about her that the camera loved. That's why she's been so successful.
Exactly, and that's just how I'm going to be too.
I was so sorry to hear about your parents. I never got to meet them, but I'm sure they were good people.
Thank you. Wasn't Charlotte about my age when you discovered her, Uncle Antonio?
Yes, she was.
Maybe it's time you discover me now. Sort of keep it in the family, right? Ian! I've got a job at Avanti. Can you believe it?
Hey. Hey. Look, about the other day at the main screens, I hope you didn't misunderstand what was going on. I mean, I was really sick, and I guess I kind of lost it.
Yeah, that's what I figured. I was worried about you.
You don't have to be. I'm fine.
Jody, I know I'm not always there for you when I should be, and you probably don't think I'm a very good friend, but...
Are you serious? Sometimes, I wish I were like you.
Yeah, well, you shouldn't.
Come on, you have it all together.
No, I don't. Believe me, my life is far from perfect.
Well, right now, I would trade with you in a sec.
I talked to my source in New York. He's an old Associated Press guy who did a lot of legwork for Jack Hamilton when he ran for Senate the first time around. Anyway, my guy says that Jack used to hang out with Martin Devon down on Miami Beach at the old Carl Lounge. Remember that place?
Yeah, sure. It used to be the official watering hole for the bigwigs of the city. Schmooze and booze. Lots of celebs.
Yeah, well, Jacko and Martin were pretty tight with another one of our favorite people, Jamie O'Keefe. My guy says our commish used to be a regular cleaner for the college boys.
I wonder what the commish cleaned up for them.
Look, Will, I did a lot of house cleaning when I left Miami.
The thing about that, Tommy, is sometimes we stick things in the closet and only later realize we never really threw them out.
Yeah, right? Part of me never could. Not where Sage was concerned.
All I could tell you is, Tommy, you can't keep running away just because you don't want to face it. I mean, I saw you guys talking last night.
Yeah. I gotta say, it was pretty nice seeing her.
I'm pretty sure the feeling was mutual.
Yeah, but she's still with Macy, you know?
You know, it is what it is. Maybe you guys need some quiet catch-up time. Get a sense where you're at.
Do I really want to do that?
You can't not do it. You got to settle this thing between you, Tom.
Maybe it's been settled.
Okay, fine. Then you need to get yourself to a point where you're okay with whatever you both decide to do. Blocking it out is not okay anymore. I mean, how far can you run?
Well, I've been doing good so far.
Yeah, but who needs it? It's no way to live. I think, deep down, you want to come home. Talk to her.
I'll think about it. And thanks a lot, bro. Appreciate it.
Dude, I just need you to make me look good Monday nights.
All right, you're on. Careful what you wish for.
Ooh.
I hope you convinced Thom to move back to town.
Great. Let me show you what you're gonna do.
Okay.
You see that stack of mail over there?
Yeah. Why?
Dive in, kid.
What do you mean?
I mean, that's your new job. You take that stack of mail, sort it, put it in a mail cart, and wheel it to the various departments at Devon and deliver it.
What?
You looked me straight in the eye and said you weren't into him. Is that all our little friendship means to you?
Don't say that.
Why not? It's the truth.
You're the one who can't see the truth.
So enlighten me.
How could you not see it?
See what?
The way Alex and I connected that night at the party.
Are you saying I never had a chance with Alex?